Everybody, how's everything going? So yeah, today we are being dropped with new information regarding Pokemon Scarlet and Violet as well as Sonic Frontiers. So yeah, basically after Fire Emblem 3 Hopes comes out, and well also Sonic Origins, those two are going to be the games that I'm primarily going to be looking at, barring any announcements, in the upcoming months, because they are the next mainline entries for their respective franchises. And as someone who is both a huge Pokemon and Sonic fan, this was like a very nice little one too. So I actually been able to avoid any sort of kind of spoilers or conversations in regards to these. So and let's take a look at what there is to offer here. So, all right, this is the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer. So, I apologize for any sort of choppiness. Oh, there's two professors? I take it that's our rival, I think. The power of science is amazing! Oh, we could actually go on group adventures with our friends. That's nice. Oh, we get to sneak up in Pokemon. I mean, we could do that before, but that's returning. Little piggy. Lechonk. That's kind of an interesting Pokemon Center. I was gonna say, are we gonna get the first appearance of the legendaries? Holy schmoly. Dang! Alright, alright. Nice. Friday, November 18th. Yeah, not surprising. Interesting. Alright. Alright. Yeah, that's a pretty nice, good first look. I wonder what more we're going to end up seeing in the coming months. Because, yeah, November is not going to be that far away, so hopefully we'll get some more information in the meantime. Um, So yeah, I think before I move on to Sonic Frontiers, let's kind of see the parts that kind of stick out to me a little bit here. So yeah, I almost kind of wonder if the professors in question are gonna be version specific. Like the lady is going to be the Scarlet one, and the guy is going to be Pokemon Violet. Okay, so Professor Turo, and what's the female's name? Professor Sada. All right, so Sada and Turo. Uh, okay, so we have this trainer here. Are you these three's trainers? So maybe she thinks that all three of them belong to us before we even pick one, and then we have like this like kind of friendly rival battle. I do really like kind of the designs of these Pokemon centers. They're kind of like this like portable kiosk. And that little Pokemon's definitely pretty cute. And of course, we got to have our early town. The power of science is amazing, guy. But yeah, it's like you can actually go on an adventure with your friends. That's pretty cool. Uh, Obviously, my schedule. I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that too much because my schedule is bullcrap and it's hard to plan things with people. Um, but yeah, and yeah, they have the sneaky mechanic back from a few past games. Uh, they didn't really specify whether or not we could still throw Pokeballs at Pokemon in the wild, like that of Legends Arceus. It's not the end of the world if they don't have it, but it would have been nice if they kind of showed that a little bit. And we're already seeing a good few designs. I've already taken a keen interest in this Lechonk, just for the design and the name. Like it's funny, and we also have like a preview of the overlay, and it also kind of has like this kind of like a little bit of a minimalistic border, like we're kind of seeing a camera view. So I wonder if like the actual expedition is of discovering new Pokemon and filling out the Pokedex is going to take priority, especially since in since that became quite a hit with Legends Arceus. And I do like the design of these Pokemon centers. Like you could just find one and you can get like a good like shop and like healing your team, and it's like that's really cool. I like the designs of those. We're seeing like a Pokemon trade, and we're getting kind of like a good like little sizzle reel of like the locations you have, and this is kind of an interesting way of because I know there's always like this kind of like gym like challenge. Um and I was wondering if it's going to be kind of closer to like, kind of how it's always been, or it might be closer to like, the Kahuna challenge in Gen 7, the trials, or it could be like a good mix of the two, like in Galar. So we'll see as time kind of goes on with that. But yeah, it's like there's a lot of stuff in the wild, and we're getting kind of like our first peek of the legendaries. Uh, and yeah, that they kind of look very salamandery or lizard-like in nature, which is nice because I really do like the designs. For as much as how Sashian and Samazenta were pretty cool. They did kind of feel a little bit kind of samey between the two of them. But I mean, given that they were kind of, a sword and shield, and they kind of were kind of set up to be the protectors of the Galar region, I mean, it did kind of make sense. But I think, something kind of more, a little bit more design heavy is It was pretty nice. And it's like, and the box art kind of having it look like the cover of a journal. That is really great. Like, yeah, that's really good. And November 18th. Uh, you know, that's to be expected. Pokemon usually tends to release in like around mid to late November. And of course, they already have the digital pre-orders available, which is like I'm getting those physical if I can. But yeah, I mean, pretty good. I definitely would like to see more soon. It was definitely a nice sneak peek. All right, so let's close that. All right, so before I go on to this like 7-minute game preview, I just want to kind of go over the trailer that we saw yesterday. Cause yeah, I mean, it is like I don't think it's any exaggeration. This actually kind of feels like a Sonic take of Breath of the Wild because it is like a lot of like open nature landscapes. Um, just kind of random like ruins and stuff kind of strewn about. And it definitely has a very explorative feel to it. And it is kind of interesting given how much Sonic can lend itself to very open areas just because he could go fast through them. Um, and it like everything about like what we've seen here, like some of those new moves and the combos we have, and just his means of exploration. It's looking really good, and I am definitely hoping to see more. In fact, we are actually going to see more because we are getting a insider look from IGN. I know, not exactly the first first thing you want to hear considering Sonic, because they are a little bit of overly critical of the Blue Hedgehog. So let's play this and see what we got here. Oh, and the logo looked really nice too. Definitely an expansive island, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, I don't think we have seen a game since Unleashed that's this detailed. Oh, Sonic might actually have like a health bar instead of needing to rely on rings for health. Okay, I mean, got a bit of a parkour there, but probably through like specific platforms and walls. Oh, and the choppiness is more so me than the game itself. So, sorry about that. Oh, yeah, it has a bit of a climbing mechanic too. And probably has like a open camera control too. Hopefully. I know the view is just crazy right now. This is all looking really nice. Yeah, I don't think the stream I'm doing is doing it any justice. But man, that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit of puzzle solving. Yeah, you could just basically let yourself loose in all of this surrounding environment. That is fantastic. I am definitely liking what I'm seeing. I just hope that it isn't too empty. Like, it does have plenty of nice stuff as far as like, what to interact with, and as well as providing additional means of exploration. I just hope that there's enough substance in there um, to kind of justify the adventure. Just to kind of be like, hey, I'm here for this and this reason, and in order to kind of progress with the story, I got to do this, this, and this. You know, because yeah, it's like Sonic doesn't have to worry as much in regards to like having the open space when it comes to open world, because again, you can move a lot faster than say like your average RPG character would. Um, but hopefully, they aren't just relying on that um, in order for the game to kind of hold itself together. But I am liking what I'm seeing though. So yeah, I mean, because yeah, I know scrolling. Because yeah, I think here we were kind of seeing like various forms of vertical movement, like through like parkour and stuff, and as well as like springs and grind wet rails. Be interesting to see how Sonic ended up on this island, and we have like various interactive uh, kind of ruins to kind of change the environment. Um, and some form of like puzzle solving and stuff. And there's like all sorts of things that you can do just by like just going nuts throughout the area. So yeah, I mean, I'm really liking what I'm seeing, and I almost kind of don't have to worry about the game, so to speak, because as someone who's been for a Sonic fan for like for even like a decent amount of time, there's always this sense of cautious optimism. Like, this game looks good. I just hope that it can remain good when it finally comes out. I mean, I guess the nice part with this one is that they haven't yet gotten a release date. I mean, outside of a very faint, sometime late fall, winter, 2022, maybe even early 2023 release. Um, so yeah, especially for something as with the amount of scope and ambition that they're putting behind it, and the fact that they are putting this on multiple platforms. Um, yeah, I definitely would like for them to take their time with this, and just as long as they keep us updated as to what they have been working on. But I think, yeah, what we've seen so far is looking to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good. And, I always, as much as we would have probably liked to see, like, another adventure-esque sort of game, um, I think I feel like something like this could easily be the next step up if done right. And it's looking like, so far, like the right pieces are being put into place. Um, it and generally, I am excited over this. I think it's just kind of hard. The sucky part is that I know I kind of have to dial my excitement back a little bit because I have been burned before. Although, I think realistically speaking, I think the only times that I've kind of really felt like I was kind of burned from hype um, were Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric and Sonic Forces. I didn't even bother getting Rise of Lyric. I just, when I saw how it actually was, I was just like, no, I am not going to be wasting time or money on it. And while I can easily join the group of Sonic Forces isn't that bad, the fact that I think the reason why I not exactly wasn't shouting it through the roof is because it came out the same year as Mania, and they even went out of their way to tie in Mania to Forces, and it didn't even really go out that well. Um, so yeah, it was a very much one and done sort of game for me. Aside from if I ever feel like streaming it or just talking about it or something like that, I guess. Um, but yeah, I think we're in for something really special with this. I just hope that you know Sega doesn't cause the developers to drop the ball. It's like, I'm excited for Sonic. I'm just as also suspicious of Sega, because Sega can do some. Sega has been known to doing some very stupid things, especially when Sonic is involved. So, but as far as what I'm seeing so far, it looks very, very, very good. Like, this feels like the kind of Sonic that many of us have been kind of wanting for a while. And well, yeah, it is taking notes from the open world stuff that Breath of the Wild kind of revitalized. because even when Breath of the Wild came out, open world was already starting to get a little on the stale side, and then all of a sudden it just came back with a resurgence. So yeah, but it generally feels like this could easily be like the next big step that Sonic has been taking. It seems like it might only feature Sonic this time around because, it will be interesting to see how he got onto that deserted island. I'm not sure if there's any Eggman shenanigan involved. I'm not sure if his like usual cast of friends, like even just Tails, would be involved. So that will be very interesting to see for sure. But so yeah, I mean, now obviously, I'm not going to be doing this every time a trailer comes out for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, as well as Sonic Frontiers, unless if it was something like really major. And it just happened to be at a time where I feel like I could talk about it. But I think we are in for something good for both games. So it was also just really nice that their reveals came around at the roughly around the same time, and my birthday's also like a little over a week away, so it just feels special for me. But yeah, I am definitely looking forward to seeing what's gonna come from those games. Like I said, with a few other exceptions, like I know Freedom Planet 2 is scheduled to come out sometime soon, and I've also been like really interested towards multiverses lately. Like, just for whatever reason, something in that game just like really clicked with me, especially because I haven't really played a lot of quote unquote Smash clones. I think the closest that I've gotten to that, I think really the only one that I've done was PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and I think that kind of set a very unfair, bias for me. So it would be nice to actually try out a game that has like, Smash Brothers like gameplay. That wasn't Smash Brothers, and Multiverses looks very good. So yeah, really, I think honestly, like those are the few games, barring any announcements. Like, I'm still waiting for that Metroid Prime 4 announcement, like nothing else. But I'm not exactly going to be counting on it, of course. It'll be done when it's done, of course. Just like with the other games. And again, right now the only game that has definitive release date that I'm really looking forward to is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Just mainly because that's how Pokemon has always kind of been. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to, thankfully. So yeah, I am gonna kind of wrap up my reactionary stream, and hopefully I will be back on later with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So, with all that said, I hope you have yourselves a wonderful day, and take care. I guess I actually got a visitor. Hey, yeah, I know you just kind of caught me just right as about when I was going to wrap things up, but this will be on my channel, so if you ever want to kind of take a look at it, after the fact, you're more than welcome to. So, yeah, with all that said, have yourselves a wonderful day and take care.